Okay, I think we might be live. I need to refresh my water. But it's fine for now. But okay. So here we are back. We just finished the burrito section of the game. I've kind of been just trying to open up the map, so I actually have a really good portion of the map on the left-hand side open. What I want to do today... Well, I don't really have a plan. I don't want to go yet to any of the other towns. Just because... What is this? That's the hole I fell into before. I thought I'd been over here, but I guess I was up there. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's the last person that died. We did unlock the Gerudo Desert. We could go that way. I'm not sure. But I think I want to do this. Because these are memories. And those would be good. And also north of here, there's supposed to be a golden horse. And I kind of want to do that too. So let's try doing... Let's try doing one of those. I'd also like to unlock the... Unlock the Great Fairy so I can start upgrading my armors. Because these armors are kind of hurting. I'm still getting like 1 and 2 shot by a lot of stuff, and it's really annoying. I mean, I also put a lot of the shrines I got into my stamina. I just hate not having stamina in this game. It's really annoying. But my hearts aren't quite as high as they could be because of it. Okay, so let's go ahead and head north. Yeah, there's some very nice looking horses over there. Bokoblins on horses. That's one of the Great Fairies. Okay, I thought they were... I found... Uh-oh. Gotcha. Can I get on you? What was that? Okay. There's a tower way over there. Let's get to this fair.
Yeah.
Oh shit. There's a lot of you guys. Where are my... This is the one fucking annoying. I did find a way to make this a little bit less annoying. A little bit.
Yeah.
They're not falling up here? I guess I knocked them all off. What is that? Oh god, you're just flying around over there? You fucking assholes! Got you. And... damn it. Wasting a lot of arrows. This is a Birdman. Could you, Gotcha. There you go. These are more annoying than anything else. take the arrow. And you can just sit in your cart. Damn, that thing has a pretty wide range, too. Yeah, I definitely can't fight that. Let's go ahead and mark it. I'm marking where these are, though. Just so I know. Maybe later on I'll come back and deal with them. So even if I do catch this horse, I'm going to have to come through this valley with it. Hopefully it's a fast horse. Now where was, Where was... There. Alright. You're a free horse, go on get. Go on get. I want anything to do with the world ruined by gloom and ruled by monsters. It's cramped in my farm road, but it's better than out there. I'll keep my blessing of clothing enhancement to myself until I hear the sound of a horn bringing some lively music into the world. Never go outside again. Move here to be near a stable, or near enough anyway, so I could grace more travelers with my blessings. But now, until I hear the sound of a horn, bringing lively music into the world, I'll never go outside again. A horn? Sound of a horn. I don't think I have anything that would do that. Oh, what a whistle. No. It's not a person, is it? That's probably a monster camp. Yeah, it's a monster camp. No, it's a guy. Maybe he knows what to do about it. Damn, doing pretty good. He got me there. Way to go. Thanks for the save. Hello, welcome, Mayuna. Hope you've had a good day. Hello, hello. This isn't much of a reward, but I hope it helps. Some tomatoes, I'll take them. Are you a traveler? You seem... Nick, playing Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom? Whoa. Sorry, I just saw that come up on my Switch. You seem to know how to handle yourself in a fight. Say, are you aware of the mystery of the geoglyphs that have sprung up all over the world after the upheaval? I'm an adventurer looking into those geoglyphs, even if I haven't made much progress yet. Came here because I heard that people have seen the geoglyph in the area. But I walked up and down these hills and not found a trace of it. No use complaining, though. I'll rest a bit and pick up the search again soon. Maybe I'll see you again while I'm at it. Stay safe. Okay, so there's a geoglyph here. Which is good, but not what I'm looking for. I think I'm clear of that dragon right now. I wanted to wake up the fairy up there. But... let me mark her anyway. You get the star. You get the hearts. She says she wants to hear the sound of a horn, and I don't have anything like that. Is that a Hinox? No, it's just a pile of stuff. I wonder if there's anything at those ruins. I don't know how... I don't think that guy comes all the way over here. I think he just roams around that area. Man, if I had a fan... this would be a lot easier. Oh, it's not that far. Damn, I really want... you know, I do want to do that, though, actually. It's not going to take too long. So I gotta go up here. And that's this one, I think, that can give you fans. Yeah. I need fans so I can start making stuff. I don't have much energy, but I can still make stuff. Though I do think I have... There's a place somewhere that I think can give me energy up here. Don't remember how that works exactly. Probably should have looked that up. I just want to go to this machine right now. Because I could be doing crazy Zelda builds too. Well, not really. I don't have enough energy to do too much. But if I'm going to be in a snowy area, I'd like to at least make my snowmobile. And I can do that. Lots of stuff, a couple of fans. Let's do some more, because fans are what have been... Aw, oh, damn it. Kind of fucked that up. I was using them instead of grabbing them to put in here. Now let's do that one more time. I have a lot of these, but I don't want to have to grind these later. There we go. That should be good for now. Okay. Just figure out where... Bottomless cave, bottomless cave... I wasn't in the Temple of Time. Mining cave... Let's try this one out real quick. It's not here, I'm just gonna not worry about it. Hopefully I didn't waste those and they actually just stay in my battery pack. So those are basically electricity. And... Ooh, this might be the place. Hold on. Henry. Can take your crystallized charges and produce energy. Producing. Not for you if you crystallized charge. You need like 10, right? You need 100. So I need. Where's the guy that processes this stuff? I know there's one up here somewhere. Maybe he's back here. Nah, this is where I woke up. It's at wherever the last place I was before this. Here, let me see if I can find this. Where to process? Uses. I guess steward construct to at the crystal refinery and give 100 crystal charges. 3 large. Kit. Batteries. Yeah, but where do I go? Forge construct. The amount you can trade with the construct is fixed, so if you have extras on it, visit another forge construct to raid more. Blood Moon. Try large something. Okay, so I haven't found one yet. There's one here, but he doesn't have that many. So I'm just not going to worry about that right now. So let's go. There might be one down here. I feel like since there's one of the crystal refinery places, they should have the other one. But yeah, let's go over here. I'm going to try something fun. I see something interesting there. Okay. What's that? Oh, there's a little croc over there. Well, we're not worried about that right now. Right now, should I make this right here? Why not? So take out one of you, take out one of you, take out one of you. Yeah, just one of each. We could make this a little bit faster, but it's also going to waste energy faster. Now we do this. This is a pretty simple little construct I've found. And it works really well on snow. Oh, I did get to keep that charge I put in. Nice. Still don't think that's an exactly smart use of those, but whatever. See, now this is lovely. Fortunately, I'm about to run out of battery. Just get me over this hill, then maybe I can just ride it out for a while. Yeah, it's doing fine. It's doing fine. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, okay, cool. Ooh. Oh, there's the thing. Thank you for doing that. You're not gonna move, right? Put you right there. Don't move. Alright, so what do we got here? Let's use this one. Yeah. Yeah, I know. So you get over there. Sorry, bird boy. And we do... Huh. I mean, that's fine, I guess. That's too short. I mean, I guess. Okay, and then we can do this one. No, a little too much, but we'll make you work. Alright, there you go. It's actually going to be a really good one, I think. Try letting go. He's standing. Ego. There's only been one of these I haven't been able to do, and it's just because there was nothing really around to actually do it with. Rupees. Nice rice bowl. Muddlewood. Okay, so there is one of these, like, line things here. Maybe I should see if I can find it. What I'm actually looking for over here is that there's supposed to be a golden horse out here that belonged to Zelda. And I would very much like to get it. Should have picked those up. But I do be a little lazy right now. This is a big one. So somewhere on this drawing, there should be like a little divot. And that should have something in it. In fact, we can get off of this for right now. We'd rather not. Yep. Check this talon. I don't see much over there. Last one had it in its eye. I can't imagine they all do, though. Also, can't really tell what the picture is here. Honestly, probably a horse would have been better here. What am I looking at? Fucking... Alright. Oh my god, they one-shot me! Well, I mean, it wasn't one-shot, I was low health, but those things do a lot of health anyway. I've been hit by them before. Oh, it fucking hurts. I think I lose my ride, too. Yep, there goes my little snowmobile. I can make another one, but... I might, honestly. I wish I had another way of... There's the horse! Okay, well, I know where that is anyway. This thing's supposed to be pretty hard to... God damn it, I hate you. I can't kill it from too close because it's going to blow up. And sometimes you'll blow them up. So, that one's supposed to be pretty hard to catch. I'm going to try something and I hope it's not going to hurt the horse. I've seen some pretty creative way of catching horses. If there was any wood around here... I've seen that if you make a little box out of wood with your magic hand, you can, like, sneak up to the horse and put it over them, and then, like make a little square on them. Assholes. And that will cause it to... That'll make it so that they can't get away, and then you can just run up to them and jump on their back. I actually feel like I might have missed it over here. The horse is like right there, right? In those ruins. I'm a little tired of all these snowy areas. You know what? Let's catch the horse. That's gonna make finding this thing a lot easier anyway, if I have a horse with me. Okay, legendary horse. So usually, what I do in the first game is I'd climb up somewhere really high, and if you could just glide down to them, you can usually just land on their backs. And they wouldn't even notice. Oh my god! Oh, okay. I was like, it's costing stamina. I thought it didn't cost stamina anymore. I have a golden horse! Holy shit, that is... I don't know if I like that, really. I mean, it's not bad. Better go register this before I come back and start doing this stuff. That's ugly as fuck. It yeah, kind of is, isn't it? It's not as good as the pure white horse that she had in the first game. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not my favorite. Like, it's not even a pretty gold. It's like tacky gold. It's like spray painted gold. Highlighter horse. Oh my god. But this is one of the legendary horses in this game, so I wanted to pick him up. There is a giant... Ooh, nice. There is a giant white horse. Or not, yeah, a giant white horse. Because there was a giant black horse in the first game. And now there's a giant white horse. I'm a little annoyed. Apparently, people were having their save data transfer over, so they actually got to keep their horses. Oh, hi. I talked to you, but I don't know if I can get off this horse without him running away. And even if he is ugly, I do kind of want to keep him. It's a pretty chill horse, though. It's not even fighting me at all. My first horse I picked up... Okay, now it's fighting me. It was really fucking mad at me. Link, that horse. Isn't it the golden horse that ran away from our stable? I don't know what to say. Thank you so much for going to the trouble of bringing it back here. But Harlow was the one looking after that horse. So would you mind bringing it back to her? She should be around back. I've been worried ever since the poor thing ran away. Please go put her mind at ease. Oh. Yeah, for legendary, you seem so chill. You really do. Can I register? Wait, Link, that horse. Okay, so... Okay, but I can keep the horse, though, right? Other person. Other person. There we go. Oh, look who's finally back home. No doubt about it. That's Princess Zelda's steed for certain. I've been worried sick, but now you've found it. Eh? When did you... Oh, never mind. I haven't been here in like 3 days, guy. Well, it kind of throws me off my saddle, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, just giving you a hard time. Besides, those good deeds of yours just feather my reputation. You make me proud. But, is it just me, or has that misplaced pony there gotten kind of attached to you? I know this horse well, and I do believe you're right. Really. You'd be doing me a favor if you kept this gentle creature. Princess Zelda asked me to find someone who'd take good care of it. And in your travels around Hyrule, perhaps you'll even have a chance to reunite this horse with the princess. If that's the case, partner, then how could you say no to not keeping it? No to keeping it. Do it as a favor for the horse, at least. Wait, I want you to have this too. Royal Bridle. Also, please take this. No saddle. The little one's accustomed to those, so feel free to use them. Also, take this with you. Energizing elixir. I thought of using this energizing elixir if I had to help calm the horse after a bolt at all. But I don't need it anymore, so I'll give it to you. You might still be a rookie, but you're every bit as good a reporter as I thought you'd be. Thanks to you, I'll have the full story when I write my article. Oh, that's right. This was your first job, wasn't it? Barney, you did quite well to get such results on your first time out. Why, I'm feeling a little proud myself. Here's the start to the old nest egg. Oh, thank you. As you take on more stories, your pay will obviously increase, and there are bonuses, of course. Keep up the good work. Alright, I'm off to the office to write up this whole piece for the paper. Take care, partner. Let's work together again soon. So long. I like that guy. Alright, so now I can do this. I'm acquainted, you mean register, I presume? Understood. Bond, it almost has max bond already.
Oh.
The fee to register a wild horse is 20 rupees. Will that be alright? Sure. Any points we can point, yeah. You've got some points saved up, Link. If you want to get your reward, step up to the side of the counter and keep the ledger over. Oh, yeah. Enter name for your horse. Oh, shit. What do we call her? Oh, my dumbass just wants to... The first thing I came about was Goldie. I don't want to do that, though. It's too easy. Well, actually... Maybe that is what I want to do. But maybe just not in English. Dorado. She's El Dorado. Are you sure you want to name this horse Dorado? Yes.
Oh.
Name registered. Actually, let's board her for now. I don't want to switch to Epona.
Oh.
Epona's a little bit faster.
Oh. Oh.
Let me see for that horse.
Oh.
Here you go. Epona is the only legendary horse I need. Receive reward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be right with you.
Oh.
Next, you get pony for rewards. 1 points, Melania bed. If you sleep in the Melania bed, not only will you become energized, the horse god may also share a mystical message. It's a very popular choice among our customers. So you have 3 more points. Oh, you'll be able to register 1 additional horse. Appreciate your patronage. Wait, so I can't right now? Alright, let's go, opponent. Alright, so we're going back over there. I want to see if I can find... Is that the dragon? Yeah, it is. I thought it landed.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, this is much better than even the hover car. The hover car is nice. Or not hover car, the snow sled I had.
Yeah.
But without more energy, they're just not that feasible. I'll fix that soon. Yeah. That's going to be some of the thing I'm going to be grinding for off stream. Off stream. Daytime. Now then, I think this side is the only side that we didn't really check. Kind of feels like you should be here. This is just a Karate. Come here, you. God damn it. There you are. Yeah! Okay. So not what I wanted. There's a tower right there I want to get though. Where could it be? I don't have to do these in order, do I? Because if that's the case... Oh, whoops. the next one would be closer to that place we were just at. Oh, there it is. Hold on now. Here we go. Nice cutscene. I already should change the shield I have.
Queen Sonia! Queen Sonia!
Whoa. There's Buff Ganon.
Finally. Finally, it is mine!
You don't like him? Look at that fantastical facial hair now. Oh. What did you do to it?
I can feel my strength surging.
His voice is cool though. So this is the mummy that was under the castle. Oh boy. I mean, he's kind of cool looking. Matthew Mercer, yeah. Oh, those were cool. Hey, the Linos, they're so badass.
Sonia! You were too late, Rauru. You took for granted the godlike power you had in your hands. Do you now see the potential you squandered? As for her, she is merely the first victim of your arrogance. You tried to control me, Rauru, and you will die knowing that you failed. Ganondorf!
Queen Sonia needs you!
Oh, he's got 3 eyes. Surprised that works so well. Damn, that's crazy. I like that his face gets flushed when I'm in a cold spot. Memories have been added to the memories log. I was like, who the fuck is that running around? Whose child is this? Fucking keep forgetting I have that guy. Okay. That was interesting. So a little background on Ganon too. He is, and I don't know if because they've retconned part of the story of who Ganon is across the series, but originally, Gerudo Desert is where he's from, and I think he's still the king of the Gerudos basically. But the Gerudos, if you remember from the first game, that's this town here. It's that town full of only women that live in the desert. They have a legend that every 100 years, a male Gerudo will be born. And that male Gerudo is supposed to be kind of like this auspicious person who will make some kind of major change for the Gerudos. Usually is considered a hero of the Gerudos. And in most versions of the Zelda story, or at least a lot of the early ones, the Gerudos were basically a tribe of, which if you really think about it, is a little racist. But they were a tribe of thieves, basically. And they were just bandits that lived in the desert. And when Ganon was born, he would basically look at Hyrule, which was always like right on the border of the desert, and was big, prosperous fields of green grass, all that kind of deal, and be like, I want that. So he'd go out there and actually try to capture or take over Hyrule, and that's usually what starts a lot of him attacking Hyrule, destroying Hyrule, getting into trouble with Zelda and Link. But a while back they started to retcon that so that he's not so much, so that the Gerudo people are, just normal people. Last game they were friendly to us. They were, we even had a champion from there, all that kind of stuff. That's relatively new to Zelda. For the longest time they were mostly kind of villainous, even the women from the village. And even when they weren't, oh Jesus Christ, I didn't think there was a monster in there. Even when they weren't, they were still, if they weren't in the game usually at all. Oh, Jesus. But now Ganon's more of a solo deal, it feels like. I think he's still born of the Gerudos, he just kind of goes rogue himself. Okay, I know how to do this. Let's do that, and then do... Damn, I only got one rocket left. No! Oh, thank God. Okay, cool. There we go. Whew. Gotta do these where I can, because I need the, I need to start getting more hearts. I'd like to finish off the stamina circle. Make it 2 full stamina circles. But I have enough that running around doesn't feel as bad as it used to. Jesus Christ. I think I know what I gotta do, but it's gonna be kind of awkward if I'm wrong. Oh, this one. So... I might be fine with that. Can I, like, bend you a little bit? It's a little much for you. Ah, might work. We'll see. I think I have unlimited ones of these things here anyway right now. There we go. Oh, I think I know how this works. Is there... Well, maybe I know how this works. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Yeah! That's not bad. Easy, easy. I like when these are quick. I'm not too big of a fan when these start to get really long. I like them as just like short little bite-sized puzzles. Kind of tempted to go see that maze over there. But I also know there's a memory just south of us as well, and I kind of want to go do that. So I'll probably do that. Since we have this here, it'll be easy to come back here later. Because like over there's a maze. There's also, it looks like a tower directly behind it. Which is kind of interesting. It might be worth climbing this mountain at some point. But okay, let's take Epona and head back south. Get out of the snow. What the hell? Where's your friend? You've got to be kidding me. That's so far off. If I'd come with a horse that had a pole thing, that would have been fine. I could have attached something to Epona. What you doing near my horse? Asshole. Yeah, we'll deal with that later. Wait, what is that? Well, shit. Looks like they did leave me everything I needed. Alright, how would I do this? Giant wheels. That's not right. No! Okay. Can I get you to stand up so I can put that other one on nice and straight? shit. All my weapons are starting to break too. There we go, that's what I wanted. And then maybe like this. I think it goes the other way actually. This is gonna be kind of crazy if it works. Yeah, I probably still right over here. This is good. This is like a super oversized monster snow bike. Like if you turned a snowmobile into a monster truck, this is what that would be. Ah, you're fine. Okay, seat of honor for you, little buddy. Alright, Epona, you can try to follow along if you can. No. Hold on. Okay. I put the tires on backwards. Really not the tires. I put this thing on backwards. Turn you around. Let's try that one more time. Alright. That works out pretty good. This thing is so traumatizing already. What, you don't like my fucking beautiful ass snowmobile? Look at it. Damn, this actually is pretty... This thing wastes power really slow, too. Damn, I gotta get some of these wheels. This is the first time I've actually seen these wheels. The thing is traumatized. Oh, yeah. Have you seen all the videos of people just fucking bullying these guys and, like, launching them into space and stuff? Fucking hilarious. Mean, but hilarious. Don't worry, friend, I gotcha. Ego. There's my friend. Oof. Thanks for bringing my friend. Here's something for you. Yeah, thank you. Damn, I wonder where people are getting these wheels. Or what Sky Island, anyway. Because I would totally use this thing. It seems like the fans take up a lot of energy. Those wheels don't. Research day long 1. The Zonai glyphs carved into the stone slab read: The dragon ring slumbers in the labyrinth's depths. Wake it, and ye shall receive due compensation. Toro deciphered them for us, but has since run off into another newly discovered ruin for further study. Writing frankly, I see his absence as an opportunity, and he discovers that the lie within will all be credited to me. My name will be forever tied to solving the mysteries of the Sonai civilization. I gathered the Hylian pine cones and will use them to mark my trail in places where I might otherwise get lost. Yeah, damn, there's corruption in there. Oh god, he's already went in. Since I'm here, I might as well, right? What is that? Ice block. So is that guy in here? Do I need to, like, save him? Thing right over there. Almost fucked that up. So here's the center. I know you can't just go to the center though. You have to actually find like the staircase, which is completely globbed up. Oh my god, it's one of the hand things. Oh, no fucking way am I doing that. What about the other side? This one seems less bad. They're so bad. I saw one yesterday of a dude. It just showed up behind him when he was on a mountainside. And he literally runs away. And he does it really early on too. Like he fucking realizes it's there and immediately bolts. And then he jumps off a cliff. Pulls out his glider. I think he's fucking, like, home free. That motherfucker reaches out, like, out of the corner of his screen and just nabs him out of the sky. That shit is crazy. I saw a story today of a dude who let his kid play this game. And apparently he woke up early in the morning with his 7-year-old fucking screaming because he got caught by one of those things. God, they're horrifying. But that's the thing. That's one of the things I like about Zelda. It has like very, very light horror stuff in it every once in a while, and it can be really, really cool. Because a lot of the things that Link has to do here, I'm guessing they're going to talk about the Triforce in this game. They didn't really in the last one, but like one of the major themes in Zelda is that there's Link, Ganon, and Zelda are part of a trinity that gets some of the... Oh, I dropped my controller. Please, don't do anything crazy. Okay. Whoever designed that and put it in the game, are you good? No, it absolutely does. It's why I never tried to play. Fair. But they're part of they're part of a trinity of characters that usually end up getting blessings from the goddess. Ganon ends up stealing his. But if you've ever seen the Triforce, the like triangle thing that's associated with Zelda, that usually is like an artifact that the goddess makes, and it kind of varies what it does, but each triangle has basically a blessing it grants. Zelda always gets the top piece, which is the Triforce of Wisdom. Ganon gets the left piece, I think, usually steals it. That's the Triforce of Power. And Link usually gets the last one, which is the Triforce of Courage. And in a lot of the games, you have to do trials to prove your courage before you actually acquire the Triforce and can go and help Zelda, who usually is born with her Triforce, and defeat Ganon, who steals his. Oh, so that's closed off, because I was thinking of going down there. I'm actually liking the look of down here, though. Not there. Here. Yeah, this looks good. And because you have to basically test your courage, There are some pretty fucking creepy things you have to deal with as Link. Especially when you're doing trials specifically to get the Triforce. Ooh, you made it all the way up here. Hey, are you alive? Research day 4. I've done it. At long last, I've done it. I found a relic of the Zonar civilization. Though my euphoria is short-lived, and the harm since my discovery, I've tried touching, hitting, and yelling at the relic, but it remains unresponsive. Starting to fear that I may not unravel the secrets of the zone after all, and the thought makes the cold even more bitter. Well, fine. I suppose it's time I crawl out of this frigid pit and issue my report on the investigation. Okay, you didn't die in here anyway. What the fuck is that? Okay, let's clear this up from up here. Just in case they try to fucking... Oh, wait, I don't need this. Damn. Can I not undo that now? It's way out right there, too. God damn. This is what I wanted. Damn it. Come on now. There we go. Our ruby rod's almost broken. Is there another entrance into the underground? For you who conquered this labyrinth of the land, I, the ruler of owls, have unlocked a door. Find it on the west side of the labyrinth. Labyrinth of the sky. What the fuck? There's another one in the sky? I may promise. How do I open this? Oh, cool. This is one of the simple ones. You basically, during the maze was the puzzle to get this blessing. A diamond. There is a money glitch in the game, and apparently it's really easy to make money with diamonds. I'm gonna try doing that later. I hadn't found a diamond yet. Bum, ba-da-da-da. I beat the deer in Honkai today. Is that the... What is that? Is that the boss for the next area? Because if you have, then I haven't gotten there yet. So you're ahead of me now. Did I go somewhere? It kicked my ass the first time, but updated and stuff and beat it. Over. Yeah, so I'm guessing that's what it is then. Holy fuck. What the hell? This place is directly straight in from the entrance. This isn't even a maze. Oh no, that must have opened after I found the maze, actually. Oh god. Oh, why are you creeping around now? Oh shit, they saw me! Oh, that's fucking horrifying. Oh, they're coming inside. How did I... Let's just go on out of here. Why did it see? I have no fucking clue, but it saw me. Oh yeah, no, it saw me. This is what happens when they see you. Even like the sky goes fucking red. It's so fucking awful. I'm gonna get the fuck out of there. There's another one of those spiral thingies. That must be a hole straight down into the, that low area. That, like, under area that I was in yesterday. Which I fucking did nothing in, because I cannot do anything in there. Damn it. Gotcha! It's the way you brought out your camera and then it immediately looked up. I know, right? It's like, who's taking a picture of me? God, that was fucking awful. Not dealing with that shit. I kind of want to go get that tower. It's not that far away. And then we'll warp back to where I was originally going. Well, I say it's not that far away, but that's actually pretty far away. Let's try something else here. I haven't really been all that good at these gliders, but let's try it out. This. Or I could try to make a balloon. Could I do that on the glider? I only have one balloon. Because I could put like one of my cook pots. They make fire. I wonder if that would be enough to power the balloon. No, something else. Otherwise I could do this thing. Then the balloon. Why do I only have one balloon? But if I have this thing on, it's gonna power down too quickly. Shit, I don't know. Now we're just gonna try the glider. I'm gonna do one of these though, because these things waste way too much fucking of my power, and so I don't really get anywhere. Please, please! Well, we can just turn that off now. Okay, plan B. We walk the entire way. Ah, Jesus Christ. Damn, I can't even see what's below me. At least I got my little bird boy with me. Now it's raining. Am I over the ocean? No, it's some kind of canyon. Okay, it's not that far anyway, though. Can I go down there? Epona's out there in the blizzard now. He's just, I guess, a companion now. Oh, this little bird kid? Yeah, so when I finished his trial and he became the Sage of Wind, he basically showed us that he could make like a little doppelganger of himself. Oh, that guy's worth fighting. Because their wands are really good. And he basically gave me a copy of himself to carry with me. Oh, shit. Ooh, nice shot. Ruby sword. That's something anyway. Yeah, I remember... But is this the first time you have one in Zelda? Or is this new to this game? Oh, so... I don't want to say all of them. Yeah, no, I'm thinking back through the games. So this isn't brand new to Zelda. It's happened before. If you... the one game that really comes to mind is Zelda Wind Waker. Where... not every dungeon, but there were sages in that game. I think it's usually when there's sages in the game. Because usually when there's sages in Zelda game, it's something along the lines of, oh yeah, Link needs help from not just Zelda, but sages of different elements to defeat Ganon. And these sages used to exist in the past, and now they're being reborn, and you have to help them basically awaken. And usually when that's the case, you will have to have the sages as a companion through one of the dungeons. Oh, I don't remember one in Breath of the Wild, so excuse. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, you just meant like just Breath of the Wild. No, there was no companion in Breath of the Wild. I thought you meant if they'd ever done this before in Zelda. Which, yeah, they've done that before in Zelda, but definitely not in Breath of the Wild. There was no companion there. The closest thing I think you got was if you use that little Link amiibo that I had, you actually could summon a wolf Link to travel with you. And I think he just disappeared for the day whenever he took too much damage. This is lovely. Yeah, I didn't use him for too much. Because he would kind of just wander off and fight stuff by himself a lot of times. But that was about the closest you got to a companion. That was one of those puzzles. I know how to do these. All my weapons are about to break. I see it. I know where it goes. You're like right there. Oh, come on. There it is. They really should have this more often because, to be honest, it makes the game not feel so lonely. Yeah, no, for sure. And that's probably why they did it here. Because the game did feel quite a bit more lonely. And I imagine I'm going to get more of these as I do all the other, as I figure out who the other sages are. I know for a fact that Mipha's brother Sidon is probably the sage of the Water Tribe. If you remember, he was the fish guy that everybody shipped Link with back in the first game. Was there somebody here? Hey, over here.
Hey.
Hello, brother. In my research, I was waiting for you. I'm the one who discovered these big ruins here, but I wasn't able to make much progress investigating. I'm only one Hylian, and this, alas, is not one Hylian job. That's why I wrote to the Zonai survey team asking them to dispatch a researcher to assist me. And here you are, practically right after I sent my letter. Great response time. What? You're not a Zonai survey team researcher? You're just some guy? I see. So a few people come through here. I assumed you had to be my assistant. I asked for my mistake. Oh, the trouble I've gone to. Can't they send one assistant to help me with my monolith research? Oops, did you hear that? Sorry. Discover that from the brand. It's not meant for the public knowledge. If you were from the Zonai research team, I could tell you all, but what I've discovered so far about what I've discovered so far. But you're not, sir. Let me help. Is everybody really tall, or is Link just really short? I appreciate the offer, but that's not really allowed. Then again, though he may not be a researcher, he does have the look of an adventurer about him. Maybe his expertise will get things back on track.
Oh.
You know what? You're hired. For this project alone, I'm appointing you as my research assistant. Come on, let's find out what secrets these ruins are hiding. Well then, we can dive right in. I'll start by showing you what my research has uncovered so far. Wait there. Oh god. This is a long quest. Take a look. I think you'll be pretty surprised by this discovery. Display the power of the Sage of Wind to the owl protected by many dragons. Oh, cool. I have that sage. Are you surprised? Yeah, well. Right. Zonai were ancient civilization with their own system of writing. Almost no one living today can read Zonai script. But you can read the inscription on that monolith, right? That's because it's written in Hyrulean. Though these ruins appear to be Zonai in origin, they feature text written in modern Hylian. How could that be? Who built these ruins and for what purpose? Just a possibility, but the monoliths that were found might be pointing to a spot somewhere in the ruins. You and I are about to get to the bottom of this. I need to find that spot. There we may find another monolith that tells us what these ruins were built. Why these ruins were built. It's just a hunch, but it's also your boss's hunch, so. Yeah, now. I'll protect you by the dragons. That doesn't have anything to do with that face I saw on the way in, does it? Let me do this first, and then we'll see about this area. Oh, hi. Damn it, another one's broken. One of these was broken yesterday, like this. Did you come to see a Skyview Tower? Sorry, the Skyview Tower is out of order. And maintenance is proving tricky. What's wrong? Well, the terminal that starts up the Skyview Tower isn't working. I've checked all the terminal parts, but nothing looks broken. I wonder if something to do with the tower itself is broken. Something to do with the tower itself. Looks fine. Anything to do with these blocks floating everywhere? Something to do with the tower. I love how varied the land is in this game, though. The fact that I can go from that snowy area into these ruins, and you know, over there's like a lava mountain. I think that's the lava mountain over there. There's one of the memories. And a dragon. Apparently, you can actually ride on those now. Because before, if you got anywhere near them, their element would like blast you. You could like fly near them, but you couldn't like get on them. Oh, there's a box on the top of it. Damn. I don't have any more rockets. Oh, there's a rocket right here. Cool. Not that. Hey, welcome, Anon. How you doing? Doing a little more Zelda grind. Here you go! We may have overshot just a little bit. Anything interesting up here, though? Dwagon. He kind of looks like he's just sitting there. I'm good. How's the progress? Oh, we're doing pretty good. To be honest, we're doing more side questy stuff, I feel like. I keep getting kind of sidetracked. Because we found a golden horse. That was like the main thing I wanted to do. And then I wanted to do some of the memory stuff. Which is technically side stuff, but also telling us some of the story. Saw a really cool cutscene about the bad guy. I'm kind of sad you missed that one. That was really good. Yay. Can I get this a little further away? I want to bash my head into this when I could shoot out this tower. Woo! Oh, in Hyrule? The terminal, it's working again, even though I didn't do anything. Huh? There was something blocking the top of the Skyview Tower? The terminal and the lid on top of the tower are connected, so if the lid wouldn't work because of something was blocking it, I guess the terminal wouldn't work either. I wish you could rewind on Twitch like you can on YouTube Lives. Oh, that's too bad, yeah. But if nothing else, the VOD will be up if you want to go back and see that. It is a really, really cool cutscene, so I would recommend it. I mean, the VOD's not up right now, but it'll be up right after the stream is done. I really gotta go back and start uploading those. I kind of want to up those to my YouTube. Hopefully I haven't lost the first one. That was only a few days ago. I'm going to do that right after this, though. I'm so bad about uploading stuff like that, but I'm going to do that right after this. It's kind of been bad, because Twitch hasn't... Twitch used to, like, keep your VODs for, like, a month. And now they've cut it down to, like, a week or 2 weeks, something like that. Because I do kind of want to put this on my Twitch. I have a Twitch. It's literally just my raw VODs, so it's nothing special. I don't edit them or anything. But I have a few series on there. I'd like to add this one to it, hopefully. We'll see. Another slice of the map. Great Hyrule Forest. Okay, we got some skylands directly behind me. Oh wow, that's a big fucking sword. What the hell? Okay, let's see if I can get some of these rounds up. I mostly want to do this in case there's a one of the machines for giving me devices. I don't see one though. They're usually pretty easy to see. What is that thing down there shaped like the Master Sword? Oh, that's one of the geoglyphs. It's probably the one on the mountain right next to us. Take that. Pretty little sunset. Golden apple, a rare, very sweet fruit that seems to have an extra sparkle to it. Sometimes found near normal apples. Cool. What are those? Oh. I thought they were glowing. There is a machine up here. And it looks like there should be a shrine here. What? What is that about? Seek the crystal connected to the beam and offer it to the shrine. Do so and I will grant you the light that banishes evil. Oh, okay, I've done one of these. Oh. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, I actually have almost no weapons right now. So we probably won't be doing that one. I could give it a shot, maybe. I don't have any arrows either. You kind of need arrows to hit that guy. Alright, here, you guys. I need to do like 5 million Genshin quests, but I'm so lazy. Ah, same, dude, same. I've gotten really, really into Honkai Impact, though. So I'm pretty caught up with it. A Zona device that automatically heads for monsters. It's believed to have been used by the Zona as a security measure. Neat. Let's put a couple more in this one. I'm gonna run out of Zona charges, though. I'm even further behind on Honkai. I mean... Well, I was gonna say it's newer, but that should make it a little bit easier. It's all good. Sometimes there's just not enough time in the day. Which is unfortunate. Damn, I always see the towers from up here and I'm like, oh, I could fly to that so easily. Unlock the next part of the map. That's how I've unlocked this first half of the map. Yeah, we could try fighting this guy. Maybe we'll get lucky. Damn, even if I beat him, I actually don't know how to get the crystal all the way back there. Like, we're gonna have to do, like, something major. If there's a couple more rockets here, I could see that being enough. Oh, there are more rockets here. Okay, yeah, yeah, that'll be fun then. I just gotta kill this guy. Luckily, this bird kid with me kinda is really good at... Do I have food? I have some food. Yeah, we'll be fine. Probably. What weapon am I using? I got some weapons. Use... Nah, I should use the strongest ones. Damn, 6 arrows. Oh, yeah. Nah, bird kid, you gotta aim for the top. Oh, shit. I shouldn't have turned around. Ooh, he dropped the crystal already. So I could just skedaddle, honestly. Yeah, I knew that was coming. Okay, let's see if I get to... Nice shot. I literally have 1 shot left. Can I, like, get up there? Usually they fall down when I hit these. Oh my god, it blocked my last arrow. Yoink. Okay, let's try something a little risky I've seen online. Not that. This. Okay, so you do this. You do this. No, you do this. Woo! It worked! I wasn't sure if that wasn't just gonna kill me. Damn it, if I had one arrow. I do have one arrow! Oh my god, that was gonna squish me. Woo! Fucking nice. God damn, I need to do some more caves and get some more bombs. Those things are so handy. Thank you! I appreciate. This is really good, and I want it. Yeah, try better than this. Just refuse material. Yeah. What's the power on that? Nice, that's even better than the stick I have. You should add us. I would definitely add you. If nothing else, you'll get some pretty strong characters to do stuff with. Yeah. Bree just got the newest banner character, and he's really fucking good. Yeah. I'll have to pull it up in a little bit. I'm gonna do a little bit of redecorating for a second, though. Hopefully I won't lose these. I don't actually want to do that. Just want to put you up here. Because I might need quite a few of you. People's Waltz because he's the only character I want. That was the character Mai got. I got the character she wanted, which was Young King. And I haven't gotten any of the characters I've wanted. I'm gonna stick a few together in case that helps them, like, not disappear. I did not mean for that to work like this. Oh, I'm a fool. Oh, I'm so stupid. Don't laugh at me. I was trying to be Big Bread and I wasted 5 rockets in one go. Mine is, I wish I was one person later so the 39 would become a 40. Oh, yeah. Let me see. Let's see if I can get mine real quick. and I'll post it in the chat. But yeah, go ahead and hopefully this is enough. Anyway. Okay, now take me that way. Yeah, just keep drifting. Keep drifting. Oh, thank you, thank you. Appreciate. Yes. Yes, it's working. I don't know if we're close enough. I don't think we're close enough. I could throw it. Probably not a good idea though. Damn, I don't want to do this because these kind of are a little harder to get than I'd like them to be. But I think we're gonna have to. That way, right? Yeah. Yeah, that way works. I literally need it to move so little, it's kind of annoying. Okay, that should be close enough. Woo! Wait, that doesn't break, does it? No, 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 no! Where does it go? I did go for Sealy, but I never got her. I got Gepard instead, and I fucking hate Gepard. God damn it. It went back over there. As well, but I was just wishing for the sake of wishing. I actually liked her. I really wanted her. But the game should know. Yeah, there's still a rocket here. If that rocket can at least get me high enough, I can use a fan to get me the rest of the way. Let's see if any of these have some on them. Nothing. I want Locha and upgrade Don Heng too, but I also like Kafka. I would love to get Kafka. I don't know when she shows up. Hello? What's going on with this one? Is it too far? I think it's just barely out of my reach. Okay, we're gonna try this and then we're just gonna leave it if it doesn't work. Yeah, get part back to back on there and I felt I couldn't get luckier. Oh, yeah. To be honest, the beginner 5 stars are solid. Yeah, Gepard looks super useful. I just would have rathered almost any other character. I wanted one of the pretty girl characters. That's perfect. I just need a fan. Again. I'm kind of going at a slant, which is a little not great, but this will work. Yeah, that works. I hope the power creep isn't too insane. It felt kind of rough at first. Especially when I first ascended to my second level. If you're like maxing out your characters though before you ascend, it's not too bad. I just got to level 40 today and I need to ascend again. But I'm actually thinking of maybe upgrading some other characters that I got from wishing off of Sela to max before I do. I'm not sure yet though. It's so many characters. Oh, those fights are rough. They were rough. They were very rough. There we go. Here you go. Take your rock. It's so fucking useful when I do some rough stuff. Know who I'm gonna replace when I get the other characters I want. Young Ching's become very, very important to my team. I have taken him off. Really, the Traveler's become my most important character. I always have the Traveler on. No, Natasha has become my most important character. Like, I kind of cycle through all my other characters, but Natasha's always on the team. Yeah, definitely. I don't know if you've gotten Natasha yet, Anon. You get her for free. You get one copy of her for free. I wish so often on Sela that I actually got all C6 Natasha. She's so damn good. And she actually packs a bit of a punch once you get her C6, too. Yesterday, it was almost immediately over for the second phase. Oof. Like, you definitely need support. Like, if you don't have shields, you need a healer in this game. And honestly, I like the healers a little bit more. But, like, Natasha plus the shield Traveler is such a fucking good combo. Magic Rod, I fucking needed that. I fucking needed that. You almost gotta have a healer at this point, because there's so many monsters that do tiny damage and burns it. Yeah, I fucking hate that shit. I have one healer, so Natasha has absorbed my life. But I do like her. I like her a lot. Although I do think it's not the best. I don't know if you guys have noticed it. Stop, you'll make me cry. He'll come home and on, hopefully. Oh, for sure. I mean, yes, for sure. Damn, what was I gonna say? I can't remember now. One more and I can get another heart, though. I only really wanted to do that because I needed it for being able to warp up here. for that thing. Not making any sense, but for the ball machine. I needed it for the ball machine. So devastated, but he got back up. So he can just revive himself? Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. I might need to build him. I don't want to, but I might need to build him. He's my only other 5-star. The thing that's really annoying to me is the fact that I have I think 5 ice characters and like no quantum or no imaginary characters, and I just want fucking anything other than ice. And then I got Capard as my next 5-star. I've gotten 2 ice 5-stars, and I'm like, I don't want more ice. Every fucking fight I've been in requires one of each element, and I have an ice. My only Nihility character is ice. One of my only 2 defense characters is March is ice. So what I'm hearing is Solero needs more ice characters. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, definitely.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, put it ready for you. Sit tight. That's what I'm hearing too. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for waiting. If you'd like, you can also equip your horse with a nope. Yeah. Okay, so let's go do another cutscene. We'll do one for Anon since he wasn't here for the first one. So somewhere in this valley, there's a... Okay, hold on one second. See, I like the horses, but you don't really get to use them very long, because then there's fucking chasms in the way. Yeah, let me just jump on in, I guess. God, I'm so tired of the snow. What am I looking at? I don't see one of the things. That seems important, though. No arrows. Fantastic. It's not even cozy snowballs, it's just all gray. Yeah, and at first, if you go back where, back where the bird people were, it was that gray because of the boss that was in the air. So it actually got a really pretty snowy there afterwards. But I think this area here is supposed to be like the gray snow. Like, this is supposed to be the blizzard area naturally. But like this area was also gray. And then once I finished the town quest, it actually got really, really pretty right there. Okay, so how do I do this? Oh. Okay, so that's not enough. I definitely need to go in there, but I don't know how. I guess we might need to go under. Got a crack in the wall there, is there? No, it's just like a broken face. Yeah. Looks like a broken face. I could go to the desert area. Maybe I could just do that. Start to get some different vibes. I have it unlocked. Or at least I got the map for it unlocked. For more than 5 seconds. I've spent so long upgrading that. And on all the fucking shrines I've been doing, I've only put into that. Oh, hello. Impressive. Link, I'm so pleased that you've come here as well. To be honest, Lady Impa deduced that there is something related to the geoglyphs here. It took some effort for us to get up here, but we managed it. But then Lady Impa grew impatient. The moment I took my eyes off her, she went deep into the temple all by herself. Poor guy is drenched in fucking sweat, but he can run for 6 now. Exactly. Once I finish mooring the balloon, I plan to hurry after her. Okay, so this is the way in. Ooh. This reminds me of something out of Uncharted. We got some boys down here. If I had any arrows, I'd just fucking send a bomb down there. I fucking love bomb arrows. A dragon bone bow. Where's Impa? I didn't miss her, did I? She is tiny. Okay. She must be deeper inside then. There he is carrying at least 100 weapons gadgets via his invisible backpack. Maybe that's the problem. That's true, that's true. He's actually just over encumbered. Like severely. Chill shroom. A good stick. I want the stick. We're gonna read this one. Where the hell is she? Kind of curious if I can go through the roof here. No, the roof is too high up. Oh, well, there's the thing over there. Not at the bottom of the ruins, are you? Tree. Oh, there I go falling. Don't want to deal with you guys if I don't have to. Dragonbone Boko Shield. Yeah. It's a better shield. I don't know if I can climb this all the way. I guess we'll find out. Come on, boy. Yeah! Fucking climbs almost goddamn horizontally. I probably could have let my stamina regen. We're all so close. Fingers of Steel rivaling Genshin characters. Exactly, exactly. This is where they got the idea for the Genshin character, Fingers of Steel. That's pretty good. Definitely drop that one. Now, if only I had some arrows. I'm not missing anything from this angle, am I? I thought that was a staircase for a second. There's a ladder down below. There might be something down there. But I kind of want to go over here. You cannot tell me that Impa came all the way this way. Where does this take me? It was just outside. Yeah, it looks like it's just outside. So apparently, fun fact, this ability to go through the roof like that, that was actually a developer debugging ability. They'd use that whenever they were testing out caves and stuff to like just quickly get out of the caves. And one of the developers was like, you know what? It's kind of nice being able to do that. Why don't we just let the players do that? And so they turned it into a whole ability. Yeah, where the fuck is this lady? No, that's cool. Yeah, yeah. There she is. Looking like a little fucking paper lantern. Oh, let me touch this thing real quick. Oh, Link, thank you again for your help with the balloon.
Oh.
I believe there's something related to the geoglyph somewhere within this temple. I'm searching, but so far it has been in vain. The chambers here are enormous, so it will be a difficult task at best. Where could it be? Okay, well, let's do this real quick and then we'll look around a bit. I was expecting to find a geoglyph here, not something related to the geoglyphs. Can you give me an easy one here? Okay, it's not bad. Easy. Hi, friend. No, that. Those flamethrower weapons are really fucking rough. Come on now. Huh. Sturdy. Oh shit. Perfect square? This one might be a little rough. Okay, so this is a corner piece. Okay, that's not too bad. So if that goes there... You look kind of windy. No, that's wrong. So maybe you... Let's see. Sort of. Is there like a little cube somewhere? There's a ledge right there. Box. Oh, so close. Well, I've got this wrong anyway, right? Okay, sorry, my internet is freaking out too much to watch and Genshin at the same time. Good luck, thank you! Have a good night! Okay. I have this wrong somehow, so... might as well go ahead and try to do something else. Get this box up here. Okay, so I'm guessing this is wrong. As nice as you fit up there. I'm guessing maybe you go here. Like that. And then you can be the corner on this side. Come on now. Yeah, there it is. Ooh, there we go. Honestly, this is starting to be a little bit more side questy than I'd like it to be for a stream. Like I said, I was hoping to mostly keep the streams down to the story. But I was also hoping this was going to be story. Instead, it was ruins. We'll see, though. Because I was going to try to find a couple of the geoglyphs today. But oh, well, hopefully this isn't boring or anything. I know those puzzles can be a little bit. Oh my god, there's a giant Hylia statue here. It's like the ones we pray to. Can I pray to this one? She's a little creepy. This is cool. I love ruins in games. Ruins are so fucking cool. I like ruins in real life. I'd love to go back. I've only been to, like the Mayan ruins in Honduras. I'd love to go to places that have ruins. Not too many in America, other than some of the few indigenous ruins that we haven't destroyed yet. But I'd love to go to other countries and see ruins of other cultures. What is this? That seems important. What's this? Gravestone? That's supposed to represent the sages? Oh. There's that sword we saw. The first one, the second one. It's a map to where all the things are. I mean, that's nice, but like eventually I was going to see all of them from the roof anyway.
Ah.
This place.
Oh.
Let's head down. We must investigate up close.
Oh.
There, upon the walls. Are those not geoglyphs? I mean, what could this mean? I believe the one we saw first was the geoglyph on the left edge of the wall. As for the next painting, according to the floor map, it is near Rito Village.
Oh.
Seems the locations of other geoglyphs from the wall are marked on the floor map as well.
Yeah.
I hardly believe what my eyes behold. Who could have guessed this old ruin held such secrets? It is said that the geoglyphs appeared all over Hyrule during the upheaval when Princess Zelda went missing. How are they connected to these images? There's no time to dawdle. Let's hurry up and investigate the remaining geoglyphs. Perhaps you should rest a bit from it before trying such a journey.
Oh.
Link, if you happen to see a geoglyph during your travels, I urge you to investigate the matter as well. If more strange visions are waiting at the other geoglyphs, just like the one you already experienced, well, perhaps they will provide clues that could lead us to Princess Zelda. I was already doing that. What's this? Oh, there's the castle. A tear with a tear? Okay. Well, that didn't do much. I'm gonna go do the one that was over here. Let's go find that sword. It was very, very close to this tower. We could just fly to it. I want to do more of the cutscenes. I'm gonna go do the Rito Village one too, because that feels more like story stuff to me. And obviously, we could just go to the next story area, but I don't feel fully prepared, and I can't really fully prepare without just doing a shit ton more shrines. I also kind of want to grind for money, and I don't want to do any of that on stream. That's going to be boring. But I feel like these cutscenes are interesting. Let it go. I'll probably see if I cut out around 9, though, and then hop in chat. Hang out a bit. Shit. There it is. I was like, where did it go? And it says either at the tip or it's in the pommel. There's another shrine right next to it too. Damn, looks like this is the mountain that used to be full of lava, I think. Looks like there might be an entrance into the underworld there. Whoa. Oh, that's the Korok Forest. I think it's always like that. We'll start at the top and then make our way down. It's so sparkly when you move. Cocoa blends. Yeah, there it is.
We managed to restrain him somehow. But Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him.
That's the temple that I woke up in. This is when I sent over the broken Master Sword.
Master Sword. How is the Master Sword? You're telling me that Link is safe? You traveled through time to find me and recover your strength.
Zelda, I believe there is a reason you were sent to us. It has to mean something.
I know why I am here. It's something only I can do. We will finally stop him.
To become an immortal dragon is to lose oneself.
Immortal dragon.
I'll be forever changed.
What the hell?
Link! You must find me.
Okay. So yeah, she's fixing the Master Sword in the past. I don't know how, but I think that's what she's trying to do. Go ahead and grab this shrine right here. Then I'm gonna hop to Rito Village and try to do another one. Siku Shrine. An immortal dragon. Spinning gears. There we go. Damn, what the fuck? I don't have a main story right now? You, caught up with the main story then? I mean, I kind of figured once you finish that second world that that'd be it for a minute. Oh, I see what to do. Damn. Yeah, it's going the wrong way, though. Did you ever didn't feel like a final fight? I really haven't been in this world for that long, and I'm only level 38? I don't know. As I said, I still haven't gotten there, so I don't know myself, but that's interesting. Did it at least wrap up the story of that game? Or that game, of that world? Like the deer fight? Oh, fucking Christ. Oh. There I go. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Well, you can't just leave me in here. What the fuck? I gotta leave the fucking shrine and come back in. It's so easy. I just turned the gear the wrong direction. Mm-mm. Okay, let's... Are you liking the new Rick Riordan book? I meant to talk to you about that one, if we jumped into chat later, but... Yeah, that's what I'm doing wrong. Let's go this way. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out exactly what I was doing wrong. But no, it's really... I think it's really good. I think it's very different from his other books. It really feels like... Which is really good. Just because I feel like this is a very different type of story. I feel like you'd like it. You might have a rough time with like the first chapter, 2 chapters, 3 chapters, I think. Because they're recaps of why things are happening. Co-written with another author. Oh, okay. So I didn't know that it was co-written with another author. That makes a lot of sense. And I can see why he would want to do that. Let me just make sure this works, and then, yeah. And then I'll talk more about it. Okay, cool. So, this one takes place after basically the last 3... After the trilogy, before it. And overarchingly, it's his way of tying up a loose end that was left after the Heroes of Olympus series. So the second series in the trilogy, and it is all based off of Nico. So he's the gay son of Hades that we know from the very beginning of the series, and it follows him and his boyfriend, who he meets, I think, in the second series, who is a son of Apollo, as they go into the underworld to try to save somebody that was left behind during the second series. And it's really interesting because it's, like I said, it sounds very different. It has a very... I think you'd like it because it's angsty. It's definitely angsty. It's definitely a kind of somber and not, well, I mean a little somber, I'd say. It's very more thought heavy, and it's definitely written a lot more like... I can't even compare it to... I feel like it's written a lot more like, I can't remember the name of the books. But a lot of the books that you've read, that you've bought on my Audible, the ones that all have to do with, like, relationships, specifically... Let me pull it up. The list of books that we have. There's one in there specifically that it reminds me of a lot of. But that's what he's going for, definitely, because he's going for a very more thoughtful story here. Nico's had a lot to deal with as a character, and I feel like the tone of the original series don't really fit him as well. There's still a little bit of that in there, which I like, because he kind of cuts through the like really heavy stuff with just a little bit of comedy, which the original 3 series were very big on comedy, even when they got really dark. So, I don't think I read Wayward Sons. I think I'm thinking of the Dante one. Dante and Secrets of the Universe or whatever. Gravity of Us. And also the one with the Phoenix guy. I forget that one. But, you know, kind of those types of books. It's very heavy on, like, their relationship. How it's developed. How they kind of... got to where they are, because they both have kind of lived through some pretty intense shit, and both of it affects their relationships. Nico is technically a time traveler. He was accidentally put basically in a time capsule in the original series, where he's been there since the 60s, I think. He was born in the 60s, and he was gay in the 60s, or he was gay even as a kid, and so he had to deal with, like, very, very heavy prejudice before then, and then he was still very young, so I don't think he even realized that it was prejudice. And then when he comes to the current timeline, and he's in Camp Half-Blood with the other demigods, he has very minor experiences with homophobia, and they kind of leave a lasting impression. So, like I've mentioned before, nobody really knew that he was gay up until pretty late in the first series. And, of course, that comes out because he's in love with Percy, who is straight. And so, immediately, that doesn't work out. And his character deals with a lot from then trying to both understand himself as far as his sexuality, on top of all the demigod stuff, because being a son of Hades makes you one of the, like, least... I don't want to say least desirable, but, like... when you're talking about the Olympian gods, if you're son of Hades, you're the black sheep to begin with, and then if you add being gay on top of that, in a kind of homophobic world, it makes for a very interesting character, in my opinion. And he ends up meeting Will Solace, who is his who ends up being his boyfriend, and really fucking good relationship. I really like their dynamic. I really like how they're going, and I'm very interested to see where this goes to. I think it's doing a really good job of exploring that relationship while they're basically traveling through the underworld, trying to save this person. And it's really fucking angsty because the underworld, even when it was portrayed before in Riordan's books, the underworld, the Greek underworld really just fucks with whoever's in there. Like, it fucks with your mind, it fucks with your perception of yourself, it fucks with your perception of your ideals and what you want out of life, what you want to be doing in that moment, all that kind of stuff. And when you add all of the history that Nico has and Will Solace have, it kind of makes for a really fucked up, not fucked up adventure, but like a really fucked up experience for them. And I'm really curious to see how it goes. I only have like 4 hours left in it. And it's been very interesting so far. Like I said, the only thing is that the first 2 or 3 hours are kind of this very odd recap of how they ended up where they are. And it's not odd, but but especially if you haven't read the other 3 series, I think it could be a little confusing. I think if you're interested, you don't need to read the other 3 series to understand it, because they do kind of explain why he's there to begin with, or why they're doing what they're doing. It's just that you'll have a lot of references that you won't really know about. But most of those references, I wouldn't say are, necessary to understand the current story that he's trying to tell. I'm curious to see if this is just a one-off spin-off book, or if it's going to be like a multi-part series, because most of his are multi-part series. Usually every one of the series is like, 4 books or more. I could see him breaking this up into at least 2 books, but I'm not there yet. I like it though. It's both very familiar and kind of different. And I can definitely see where another author came in. I was going to say, at the very least, he's been reading like some kind of angsty romantic series to kind of get inspiration for this one, because it's definitely different from a lot of his other series. I think that this was probably the best way he could have done it, because I don't think Riordan's gay, and I think that's why he hasn't really explained Nico's story very, very much. He has to an extent in the other books, but Nico's always been a side character, kind of becoming a main character. And if I'm being honest, I feel like he's been afraid to really explain his story, because maybe he's like, maybe not being gay, I don't know if I can really do that kind of story justice. So I'm really glad to hear that he brought somebody else on to co-author it, because it's probably either somebody who is LGBTQ, or at least, has a lot more experience with it. And I think he's doing pretty good with it. I don't know. That's right, I'll go listen. Yeah. But, yeah, I guess I didn't mean to go too in-depth on all that, but I thought it was all kind of relevant. It's just a very different book, and I've been wanting to talk about it because it's, like I said, I was excited to read another story in the Percy Jackson series, and it both fits into the Percy Jackson series very well, and is also very different. Well, there I go dying. All I had to do was land in the water. And I went and hit the cliff. Yeah, that's kind of what I was assuming too. When I saw it was gay and I saw there were 2 authors, I was like, I got some help. Yeah. I didn't even read that. I thought I looked at the cover when we were at that bookstore, but I only ever saw his name on it. I didn't see the other author's name. So I didn't know about that. But that's definitely smart on his part. Because Nico was definitely a character that deserved to be more fleshed out. He was a very, very interesting character. His motivations were explained decently well, but like, I feel like there was definitely a lot more there that he didn't talk about. And it's kind of, it's not completely that he was kind of sidelining him. the last series introduced 4 or 5 other demigods to the mix. Like 6 demigods, actually, I think, to the mix. And there just wasn't all that much time, really. Altogether, Nico had a pretty major part in it with all those other demigods being in the mix as well. So he did pretty well there. But it's nice to finally get some closure because his story has been kind of oh, I came out sort of to my first crush, and not only is it not going to happen because he's straight, but he was also very, very embarrassed to have himself outed like that. And left the camp for a long time because of it. And he kind of dealt with those feelings because of the help of other characters, which was nice, but there needed to be a little bit more to his character, and I think this is definitely going to finally give us what he needed. It'll be an interesting spot for you to enter the story. I know you've read like the first book of the second series or something, but yeah, if you do end up reading it, let me know what you think. I'd be curious. As I said, I have like 4 hours of it left, so I'll probably just knock it out tomorrow, honestly. Because I was kind of on it all day today. So, where is... There should be one near here. One of these memory things. There should be 2, really. Yeah, I did that. I didn't see it from up here, but I also wasn't... I was talking, so I wasn't really paying attention. Can I see this thing? Let's send on one of these sky islands in case it helps. Oh, wow. There's another one of those dragons over there. Also, I remember this is that kind of looks like a wing right there. There used to be a shrine right at the center of this because it's like basically a fake bird. I think you needed to stand somewhere up there or up there to see it. But it's like half of the wing of a bird, and there was a thing at the shrine. There was a shrine at the center. That guy back. Damn, they said there was one at the bottom of the valley. But I'm not seeing it. Usually they're very bright. Oh! That's probably not it. That's probably the one to the south. But if nothing else, I'll go to that one. Maybe I'll spot the other one on the way. Should be using this. I always forget to. Yeah, I'll do that one if nothing else. I wonder if it's not down there somewhere. A ways away. I'm just going to hop from mountaintop to mountaintop. trying to see if I recognize any of this area. The waterfall felt like it came out of nowhere. Oh, I've been down there. There's a thing over there I haven't done yet because I didn't have any rockets with me. Alright, to get to this place. Where my stamina drains. I should be safe though. And up. This looks interesting. So we've got some robo enemies in there. Very strong one. A Korok. Sorry, but I don't really care enough right now. Ah, there's the fire hydra. I think I've seen that one. Is that really where I'm going? Damn it. I'm gonna try this again. I kind of feel like it won't work. But we're gonna try it. Maybe with this thing to help me push it off the ledge. I know, little Korok, this is probably to help you get to your friend. But I got things to do. You're just gonna have to wait your turn. Woo! Oh, I put this on in the wrong direction. I put the fan on wrong, damn it. Oh, we definitely could have made it where I wanted to go. Or at least farther. To where I'm about to. Or maybe I can do something else with you. It's a weird flower. Black Moblin. A little scary. Huh. That was weird. Am I supposed to catch it? I guess I am. Where's the place? What's her over there? How are you supposed to launch these things? Okay, I'm gonna try one more time. I know people can launch these without having to have a slide for them. No, never mind. Fuck it. We're going ourselves. It's a shame we couldn't get a little higher first. In fact, this might be worth it. A rock almost fell on my head. Kinda fucked up. Luckily I got this from that guy. Okay, that's too much to climb. Birdman right there. Oh, I've been here. I don't know why I've been here. Some boys on horseback. I want to deal with them because I don't actually have any arrows yet. Yeah, I'll probably do this one and then I'll press stop there for tonight. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Now, where is... That's one of those fucking Octoroks. I bet. Maybe not. Okay, no. Alright, so where's the memory on this one? Looks like not on this side. This one doesn't seem too big. Is that Impa's balloon? Oh, there it is. Right next to him. Alright, what do we got this time? I might just try to do all of these before I continue the story too much. Just because I think this unlocks the Master Sword. Oh.
Are you well? You seem a bit distracted.
Oh, she's
I
gorgeous.
apologize. I keep getting lost in my thoughts, thinking about how I can return home. With your power over time, if I were able to learn that kind of control, I might be one step closer to my era.
I see. The secret is to think of it like drawing out the object's memory. You ask the object where it was, how it arrived where it is now, and then you coax it back to that original moment in time.
The object's memory.
I'm sure it will become almost like second nature, and you will be able to find your way home. But Zelda, there is more on your mind than just that.
Huh?
You, of course, do want to get back to your time. But you also desperately want to help us out in this era. Am I close to the truth?
How did you know?
I do not believe it is possible to keep anything secret from Sonia.
Oh, your concern is very sweet, Zelda. But listen, you can focus your attention on returning home. After all, you possess more than power over time. You have a sacred power that can dispel evil. Both of these powers will help you protect your own era.
Queen Sonia.
And of course, you must make it home safe to put Link's mind at ease.
Link? That is not a name I have heard.
He is a royal knight. He had been originally appointed for my protection. But later, he became a hero by saving both me and Hyrule from a great evil.
Oh, a hero is he?
He is so very dedicated, and he refuses to back down from any challenge. He is very strong,
Oh.
and his heart is good and true.
Ah, I can see that you have absolute faith in him. Hearing you speak so highly of Link, I find myself wanting to meet him as well.
Indeed.
That's cute.
I would also like to meet him. He must be quite the brave, courageous knight. What a picture Zelda paints of him.
Very cute. Okay. Well, I think that's not bad. We've done a couple of the memories, gotten some really nice lore. Did a few shrines. But yeah, I'm going to try next time. I think I'll focus on opening up the map. And that way next time I can either focus on... I think I'm going to go to the Gerudo Desert next. That's where I want to go. And possibly... No, that's probably going to be the focus of the next one. We're going to go to the Gerudo Desert next. Then I'll probably spend a stream trying to do the next couple of the memories. Which hopefully will be easy to find once I have all the map unlocked. And then finally we'll do the last couple of towns. And that should be it. And I'll try to do a lot of the side stuff in the meantime. So for now, I'll stop right there. Everybody that came out, thank you so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed this. Ooh, I'm loving this game. I can't. I keep wishing I could play it all day. And finally start unlocking some of the stuff that I want to unlock, but only so much time in the day. Thanks for streaming. Thank you for being here, Mayu and I always appreciate you. And yeah, I'll probably jump into chat in a little bit. I'm going to go check in with the family first, but I'll probably jump into chat in a little bit. So if you're free, I will be there. But yeah, for now, I go. Bye, stream.